YouTube, what up, man? It's your boy AyeDeon back with another video. Back over here on some more Battlefield 6 as always, man. Appreciate all the likes so far. Thank you for everybody that's been subscribing as of late. Thank you for watching the videos. I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so, before we even get started, just know, go ahead, hit that like up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. We try to do as much Battlefield content. Call of Duty is coming out real soon. But the main part of this whole video, apparently, RedSec, the Battle Royale, we're supposed to be getting some proximity chat. Now, I don't know if this is fully confirmed, but I've been seeing it kind of splattering around that apparently it has been by one of the dev members in the team that we are indeed supposed to be getting some form of proximity chat when it comes down to the BR. If that's the case, BR content is about to be crazy. And not even just for me, but from like all types of other people that really thrive off of like that interaction and like BR concepts. And I know a lot of people are like mad for some odd reason because, oh, we don't want Battlefield to be like COD. You want prox chat in here. You want this. Everything doesn't have to be like COD. And I'm one of those same people that feels the same way. Like, we don't need another COD. We want Battlefield to be Battlefield. But the issue is proximity chat isn't just a Call of Duty thing, right? Proximity chat has been around for a while and been there for many of different games. So anybody that's just like, oh, it's just going to be like COD, it can't be. Like, it's literally COD is taking shit from so many other games and made it their own. Why can't Battlefield do the same, right? To me, the integration of proximity chat is probably one of the most sought after things when it comes down to playing BRs now, because of the interactions you can have, the content you can make out of it. Like the biggest thing is for content creators. Let's be clear. Like streamers, content creators, like it's where a lot of the want and the urge and yearning for it is, because there's so much that can be said or done to enjoy the game that much more with it. Hold on, let me do that. Gotcha. And because it's so sought after from a creator standpoint, think about it from somebody that may be a viewer, right? If you're a viewer of somebody's stream, you may get excited and be like, oh, now I can talk to this streamer that I've been watching for so long. And if you're one of those that stream snipes, which you know, there's a decent portion of people that do that shit, it's going to be so much more entertaining to be able to get into possibly a game with your favorite streamer. And I love this. I love certain ones that like it's real wholesome, where they're like, yo, such and such, you're my favorite streamer, you know, good luck. Or they start talking shit to you because they're like, I'm about to beat my favorite streamer's ass. I'm gonna go get this finish on him. We're gonna beat his ass. Now the stream sniping sometimes is like, you know, a lot of times it's hella cringe. I'm gonna refer to Kyle. When you think about Tim and Tab, man, when you had Buy Me a Car was always in his lobbies on Warzone. Sometimes it was cool and it was funny. Other times it was like, all right, you're literally just helping this dude out to try to win consistently. You're giving him money to buy a loadout. I always thought it was funny. Other people were like, oh, Tim's cheating. Like, he has people coming into his lobbies. At this point, I'm like, who the cares? Like, I think we all have to come to the realization that having fun is what it should be all about at this point, right? Like, we should be having fun with Battlefield. We should be having fun with video games in general. The moment we took video games so serious and we're not even competitive players, like, unless we're pro players, who the cares? Like, not even joking. At some point in time, we gotta let it go. Like, unless you're trying to go pro, unless you're doing like ranked and stuff like that, then those things I understand. If you're not doing like ranked or anything like that, you're kind of wasting your time of caring so much. Even with Battlefield, like, there's no ranked playlists, but people do take it serious. Me personally, I don't take this shit serious. Battlefield is fun. You can do different things. You can unlock different things. You can try different things. Like, I've been spending time recently just trying to learn how to fly choppers and shit. Granted, I found the cheat code and just turn on vehicle assist. But I can still maneuver and turn and all of that to try to get away from shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can at least do that. Eventually, I'll turn it off because I'm like, all right, you know what? Maybe I can learn how to actually like fly it, and really enjoy myself more than what I already am. And that'll be even more lit for me because I'm like, all right, well, I just learned something new. And that's the whole basis of what Battlefield is for me. Like, I'm spending more time learning different things and how to do certain things versus just complaining nonstop that something doesn't work for me because I don't want it to be like something else. I don't want to not have fun playing certain things. I don't want to not have fun getting on a game and being like, oh, this game is dog ass. This sucks. Why is this like this? Yes, are there things broken with this game? Of course. But what other game doesn't have anything wrong with it? Like, to me right now, the only game that probably has minimal things wrong, because I haven't really seen anything wrong or have heard anything wrong or don't pay attention to much of it being wrong, is Arc Raiders. I think there's certain genres that there's always going to be something that's off. And I look at games like Call of Duty and other first-person shooters that always have like some type of glitches to where you're like, why can't they fix this? They need to fix this. Why is this in the game? Why is that in the game? Like, I think there's always going to be things like that exist in any game, especially first-person shooters. Because unfortunately, it's just kind of the belly of the beast type of thing. Like, you can't really escape it. I think it's, unfortunately, at this rate, I think it's just part of the game. Like, I think there's certain aspects of certain games that should be fixed, that shouldn't be a thing, and then there's other things I've learned to accept. Like, I've learned to accept Battlefield has a bloom issue. I've learned to accept that there's certain hit registration issues that are there. And I might complain a little bit, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much because at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to get fixed. And if it doesn't, I'm still going to have fun playing it because it's not the typical run-of-the-mill, I'm just going through the motions, right? Like, there's always something new in the game to do. If I'm getting pissed off with one part of the game, let's switch it up and do something different, right? Like, oh, I'm struggling to learn how to snipe, right? And that's been me for a while. If I'm struggling to learn how to snipe, well, shit. Let me get out of sniping. Let me go use SMG. Let me, like, yesterday on stream, twitch.tv/AyeDeonGG, we were in the middle of playing that dumbass Sorbic City map, and I think it was on escalation. And when I tell you, it's like non-stop tanks the entire time we were playing, and it just got bad. It was just constant, non-stop. And it was like, you know what? I don't really blow up tanks that often. I don't really play engineer that much. But let me just go ahead and try different things. So hopped on engineer, and in that process decided I'm gonna try out RPG. RPG wasn't working. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me try this other rocket, right? And just so y'all see, I ended up switching to MAS 148. Pretty sure that was the one I did. Let me make sure, so I'm not lying, y'all. Yeah. So I went to the MAS 148. Now, the MAS is pretty much like the Javelin from Call of Duty. It locks on, shoots out, blah, blah, blah. But it only locks on to, like, ground vehicles unless the air vehicles are painted. If the air vehicles are painted, then that's when, you know, you can lock onto them. And I noticed, like, it's supposed to drop at a certain angle, and I was able to have more fun doing that just taking out tanks than I was because I was struggling trying to snipe. Because everybody and their mama decided they wanted to be in a damn tank that game. But BR wise, it just makes sense. It makes sense for BR to have a proximity chat. When you getting ready to do a takedown on somebody that's there, but their teammate isn't around, right? You're already getting ready to get intel on them once you do a takedown. Maybe talk a little shit to them, you know? Why not? Talk a little shit and, you know, spice it up a little bit. Especially if you're a streamer. If you're a streamer, man, get that content. Like, that's why we're here on YouTube, man. You get content, you put it out there, and hopefully you have people that enjoy it, just like apparently the 964 of y'all have been doing. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man. Let me know y'all thoughts on possibly receiving proximity chat. It has been reported that apparently it is coming at a future date. There's no like timetable of like when it's supposed to happen, but me personally, I think the game needs it. I think it should be part of it. Any BR, it should be a part of it. Look at games, even like Arc Raiders, it's not a BR, it's a looter shooter, but it brings a whole different level of entertainment, especially for people that love watching content. So me personally, I think it needs it, but let me know in the comments down below what y'all thinking, how y'all feeling about Battlefield 6 now that we're a couple weeks in. Let me know what y'all thinking of the BR now. You know, we looking at about 2.5, 3 weeks almost the BR has been out. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully y'all are too. Be sure to like up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Try to upload as much as possible. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AyeDeon. You also live stream here too. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And until next time, peace.